guys, it's Sean from Phenomenal Bunch.
And it's me, John, and we're going to talk about the Batman coming out hopefully in 2021. You really don't know these days, to be honest with you. We're really, really excited for the movie. Robert Pattinson is going to be Batman, and that's great news because he was fantastic in The Lighthouse. He was fantastic in Good Time.
And he's also pretty good in The King. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a Netflix movie.
He's gonna blow it out of the water. Like, he's gonna be a great Batman. There's no doubt about that. And if you guys are worried about him not working out, it was just a joke.
That was a joke?
Yeah, it was a joke.
Okay, I really hope that was a joke.
They already announced a bunch of characters for the movie. So they announced Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, John Turturro as Carmine Falcone, Paul Dano as the Riddler.
Also Colin Farrell as Penguin, but
Right.
I'm not too big on that casting. We'll get to that later though.
I can't wait to see what Matt Reeves does with this. He's an amazing director. Right, we've seen Catwoman and Penguin in a lot of interpretations of Batman already. We just recently saw them in Telltale Batman, and they were great in there. That's one of my favorite interpretations of Catwoman. They were in Arkham City. They were main features of Arkham City.
One of my favorite interpretations of Penguin.
And then, of course, they were in Batman Returns, which we're not that fond of the Tim Burton version of Batman. It wasn't in our time. So
yeah, so even though these characters were in that movie as well, the upcoming movie, we're going to stray away from that and give our own takes as to what should go on.
Yeah, we'll try our best. And we just recently finished playing the Telltale Batman series. So if there are any similarities, it's an accident, trust me.
But with that being said, some ideas are fresh in our brain and we can't wait to share with you guys.
So before we get into the story of our movie, let's talk about the characters first, because you don't have a good story without good characters, obviously. So we're going to start with Batman / Bruce Wayne, played by Robert Pattinson, of course. So our Bruce Wayne, despite his best efforts, crime is slowly growing throughout Gotham City. Batman is feared not only by criminals, but the people of Gotham. There's a 50-50 split in the GCPD. One half respects Batman, one half wants him behind bars. Wayne Enterprises is constantly blamed for more weapons on the street, as gangs are easily getting their hands on them. Also, people feel Wayne Enterprises put more time, energy, and money into helping the poor of Gotham. So our Alfred's going to be a different Alfred that we haven't seen before on the big screen. We're kind of interested in focusing on the Earth 1 counterpart of Alfred, or of course the interpretation we saw in Gotham. So that Alfred basically had like a badass side to him. He's a former Royal Marine, and he knows how to fight, he knows how to use a gun, etc. But he does have that loving and caring side to him that is really important for Bruce Wayne to have. He's going to be like a father figure to him, of course, because obviously he's Alfred. Maybe you can help him fight, learn how to use some of his weapons that Lucius made. Things like that, just to make him a cooler, newer Alfred we haven't seen before. So now that we've introduced Batman, let's go ahead and talk about the foil to Batman in the movie, Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz. So Selena Kyle is going to be living with Holly Robinson, their roommates and friends. We're going to introduce that character into this movie. So they're two friends and roommates who struggle to find jobs and pay their rent. To help with this, Selena Kyle goes out at night to work with Penguin to retrieve hard-to-steal items from enemies, because, stealing is kind of her thing. She slowly becomes disgusted by Penguin's brutal methods, but escaping her position with the Penguin becomes difficult as she becomes his favorite.
Commissioner Gordon, played by Jeffrey Wright, will be a huge ally in this movie to Batman, just like how he is in the comics and the other movies. He's one of the few cops that is not dirty. He is a good man, and Batman has earned his respect. He willingly works with Batman to the dismay of half of the force. Not only is he fighting the war on crime, but he's also looking to expose dirty cops who take bribes from the Penguin or Carmine Falcone. And now, for the main villain, Penguin, played by Colin Farrell. The Penguin is a rich man with a troubled past who is secretly running criminal operations in the underground floor of his iceberg lounge. He is a feared new entry into the crime underworld of Gotham. To the public, it is believed that he is just an elite businessman who owns the club.
Me and Sean kind of disagree on how Penguin should look. I know people prefer the fat version of Penguin, but I don't think he's really defined by him being fat or weird looking. I think Colin Farrell as Colin Farrell can pull off a pretty good Penguin performance. I mean, we've seen good Penguins before, whether it be Gotham or it be, the Telltale game. So I don't really mind if he's not fat and weird looking.
Well, there were some articles that said that Colin Farrell was going to wear prosthetics for the film. I don't know whether it could be for his face to make him have that nose, or maybe it could be for his weight. I'm really hoping it's for both so we can really get that comic book accurate Penguin.
So interestingly, they announced Paul Dano as the Riddler. this is a little weird because I think they're adding way too many villains into the movie, so we're kind of confused as to what they can really do with the Riddler in this movie, but we do have differing opinions as to what his role should be in the movie.
So for our first option, my option, I'm gonna have Edward Nygma work at Wayne Enterprises. However, he feels neglected for his hard work and does not become the Riddler just yet.
And in my option, he's just going to be a pretty confusing character. He's already going to be Riddler, and he just gives Batman leads and clues to the whereabouts of Penguin and Falcone, and that'll come into play later when we start talking about the story.
Carmine Falcone, played by John Turturro, he will be a rival to Penguin. He is another mob boss Batman needs to take out. With him, the Vitti family, and the Penguin's ever-growing empire, Gotham's crime rate surges with no end in sight.
These two characters are going to lump together real quick because they're going to be minor characters in the movie. So the first one's going to be Harvey Dent. We're not going to turn him into Two-Face just yet. He's going to have a minor role in the movie. He's just going to be a close friend of Bruce Wayne, and at this moment he is just thinking about running for mayor. And then of course we have Lucius Fox, the guy who makes all the tech for Batman and Alfred. So he's just going to be a minor role as well. This Batman's only been Batman for a few years, so not many encounters where he needs tech upgrades, but he should be in there for a few scenes, making new upgrades to whatever Batman has. And of course, he's also a fellow employee at Wayne Enterprises. We got the characters out of the way with. Let's start with how the story should be. So obviously, we want this to be a Batman where he's struggling to really make a change in Gotham. Anything he does as Bruce Wayne is automatically, canceled out. Anything he does as Batman is automatically canceled out. So we want to show that right away. So we're going to start with the Wayne tech shipment heading into Gotham. It's obviously going to be stopped by some Penguin goons, and this is where you can introduce the Batman character mythos, really, because the Penguin characters can be talking about, hey, what does Batman really do? I never really encountered him. Does he do this? I've heard he's done this. And out of nowhere, one of the gang members, kind of goes on by himself to check on something, and this is where Batman decides to do a quick stealth takedown that we've seen in the Arkham games, of course. And this is where you can see Batman's more technical side, so he's not going to be fighting and violently murdering these guys. He's going to be tactically taking them all out. And that just leaves one goon to interrogate, so he'll start going up to him, and then before he can get all the info, Catwoman interrupts him because as she works for the Penguin, and reinforcements arrive, and Batman is outnumbered, and they get away. Before they do get away, obviously he did interrogate that guy, so he does get some information that a new crime war is heading into Gotham, but he does not get the name of who is their leader, which is obviously Penguin. But Bruce, learning about this, is hell-bent on stopping this war.
Instead of doing an important scene, we're going to talk about important aspects of the story and what they need to get right for our Batman. First things first, we're going to have our Batman be focused on his detective work. You know how in the Arkham games, you have those crime scenarios that Batman analyzes and deciphers? Yeah, but we want that in our Batman. And another thing to note is that we don't want him to kill. I know John has talked about his combat and how he's not that much of a brute. Well, we want to further implement that by not having him kill at all. That was a huge problem in Ben Affleck's Batman, and we do not want this problem to happen in our new Batman. We also want heavy focus on the main characters and how they perceive Gotham. For example, we want Carmine Falcone to see Gotham as a means of political gain. Penguin will see Gotham as territory that he must dominate, and does so by implementing violence to assert his authority. Selina Kyle's perception of Gotham will be gray. She just sees Gotham as a means to get by, but the forces surrounding Gotham prevent her from living her life and avoiding all the drama. Bruce Wayne sees Gotham as a living, breathing soul that needs saving. He sees hope in Gotham and wishes to rid it of all evil, and does so by becoming Batman. We also want a focus on difference of opinion on Batman. We want to see different interpretations of how people perceive Batman. Wait, is he a monster? Wait, is he a good guy? Wait, does he have good intentions? We really want to see that in our Batman movie to really get an idea of what kind of superhero Batman really is. Also, I feel the film should make Gotham, Gotham. The problem that I had with the Nolan films was that Gotham just felt like a random city, such as Chicago or New York. In this movie, we want Gotham City to feel like how it is in other interpretations. A crime-ridden city with no hope and a need for saving. Next up, we want a slow build between our lovebirds, Bruce and Selina. At first, they are enemies because of how Batman is Selina's obstacle in completing requests assigned by Penguin. However, throughout the movie, Selina sees how evil Penguin really is and teams up with Batman. While teaming up, the two gain a mutual respect for one another and fall in love. Next up, I want to talk about one of Batman's most famous aspects, his rogues gallery. Although this movie is already crammed with a bunch of villains, we feel that there should be references to some of his lesser known villains, such as Mad Hatter or maybe even Clayface. This way we can have a more established Batman.
So we'll briefly discuss what the end of the movie could be. I mean, it could go in many different directions with these amount of characters, but what we were thinking is that since we're pushing the idea of Batman not being able to make change in Gotham, we can really have a scene where Batman arrests Falcone, maybe halfway through the movie, thinking he's done a great job in eliminating crime in Gotham, but this actually just makes Penguin way more powerful, and even some of Falcone's men can side with the Penguin, making his empire grow even further. So for the final fight, we're going to have Batman team with Catwoman, a now reformed Catwoman, and they can finally have the final boss fight in the Iceberg Lounge with the help of the GCPD. And at the end of the movie, Penguin can be sent to Arkham Asylum. So now that we're done with the overall plot of the movie, I think it would be fun to kind of think of what post-credit scenes could be in the movie. For the first one, I was thinking we can have Batman sitting in the Batcave, and Alfred brings him his mail, and the camera pans down its invitation to a circus show called the Flying Graysons.
In my post-credits scene, I'll have Commissioner Gordon, along with the GCPD, visit a crime scene. In the crime scene, we'll see a murdered victim without a face. This will be a reference to one of Batman's most famous villains, Hush.
Alright guys, that was it. That was our ideas for the Batman movie. Let us know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Most importantly, let us know what you guys think the Batman movie should have. Before we go, this is our 7th year on YouTube.
Crazy, it's been 7 years.
Yeah, it's been 7 years. You guys might scroll to our channel and see, wait, the first video was uploaded in 2014. Well, no, I deleted a bunch of our old videos recently. So our first video was uploaded on May 25th, 2013. And yeah, it's been 7 years on YouTube. I mean, not much to celebrate for us considering we have little to no success on here, but just want to let you guys know, if you are a struggling YouTuber, don't think about the money, just have fun. We definitely have a lot of fun making videos, like our recent Spider-Man video and the short film. That was really fun to work on, I bet, for you. Yeah, just enjoy what you're doing, and maybe in the future you'll get somewhere, but you know, I'm just happy we're on here for that long. 7 years is pretty good.
Yeah guys, whenever you guys make videos, just like don't think about like long term, think about like, am I really having fun doing this? And then like success will follow.
Yeah, thank you guys again for watching. We enjoyed making this video. Our next video is going to be on The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of controversy behind that. I unfortunately read a spoiler. Thank you, Twitter. You did not, so we're going to have some differing opinions, I hope, when the game comes out, and we can't wait to share our opinions on that. So anyway, until next time, guys, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the Phenomenal Bunch.
And here's to another 7 years, I hope.
Yeah, maybe with way more subscribers, hopefully.
All right, guys.